We're with Marc Burns of the Franklin Loan Center here based in San Dimas. And Marc, we want to know, why are interest rates so low right now? I mean, what's keeping them low? And should we expect them to go up higher later?
Well, Peter, that's a great question. A lot of people want to know. The basic reason is the foundation of all lending in this country is set by Fed policy. Mm-hmm. So the Fed has kept interest rates low to stimulate the economy, and they have not moved that needle for a long, long time. In addition to that, the Fed also has a program where they're buying assets from the Treasury in the form of Treasury bills and bonds. Mm-hmm. They allocated $600 billion worth of buying power, and they're actually buoying up the bond market by buying securities in certain increments to keep interest rates low.
Mm-hmm. How long is that going to last? How long is that program going to last, as far as you know?
Well, from what we've been told, that the buying is going to stop at the end of the third quarter, and they're going to start letting the market kind of float on its own volume. My perspective on that is I don't think it's really going to make that much difference. Mm-hmm. I think interest rates are going to stay low. If you think $600 billion is a lot of money, if you look at all the treasuries that are out there right. for auction and float, $600 billion is kind of a drop in the ocean. Mm. So I don't see interest rates moving up for probably the next 2 quarters.
Now, are any people taking out adjustable rate mortgages, which used to be just, in fashion? Or is it all fixed rate products that you're moving these days at Franklin?
We're starting to see, well, there's 2 answers to that. Most of your intermediate term ARMs, which it means that it's fixed for a short period mm-hmm. of time, then it rolls to an adjustable. So those are in 3, 5, 7, and 10 year increments. Most of those products are jumbo products, and those are products that are being portfolioed or held for investment by the banks that are sponsoring them. They have a little more liberal guidelines, and of course they have much higher loan amounts. They can go up to $5 million right. in those products. So, but for our stick, brick, and mortar clients, they're pretty much 30-year fixed right now. Mm-hmm. But we are seeing some more portfolio products come into the marketplace. We feel that if the Fed's really true to their word, which is to try and get out of the lending business and stop having taxpayers support Fannie and Freddie, that hopefully private securitization will come back into the fore, and we'll have a wider array of products. But right now, we're putting people in 30-year fixed. It's just too good at this right. historical low.
What do you tell people who are always waiting for the prices of houses to drop a little farther, but at the same time the interest rates are so low, if they were to bump up, it would almost negate the falling price of a house. So, should that be their number one concern when they're shopping for a house, or should they be looking at the price of a loan, really, since they are so low? So,
well, yes and yes. I'll give you a perfect example, and that's a really good point. Back when there was first-time home buyers incentives in the form of tax credits, mm-hmm. rates were around 5.5, 5.25, 5.5. Now rates are around 5.5. Or 4.5 and 4 5/8. Mm-hmm. So the difference between the rate over that period of time is enough that the first-time homebuyer credit would have been eaten up in the interest rate differential, if you know right. what I'm saying. So I think it's an excellent time to buy a home. Look, if you think it's going to drop 1 or 2%, you're still going to be 1 or 2% of a historical low. And I also believe that these interest rates aren't going to stay around forever, that once the economy does heat up and we start seeing core inflation starting to drive the economy, you're going to see interest rates going up. So it's a great time to buy. There's a little more inventory this year, and people are willing to, the short sales are going a little faster. So there's really no reason for anybody to sit on the sidelines, in my opinion.
Right. All right, we've been visiting with Marc Burns of the Franklin Loan Center here in San Dimas. We'll catch up with you again soon. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Thanks again.